It's hotter than a ball sack right now. A musty ball sack. There's literally no cloud in the sky, and it hasn't rained for days. I guess the saving grace would be that, well, it hasn't been as bad as Portland, Oregon, who's 114 degrees, but, you know, for me, like my clothes are sticking to my body right now, and it's uncomfortable. It's worse than when I freeballed all those cross country races and got shaved. But honestly, it's just really hot. And Lexi's gonna tell us what she feels about that. How do you feel about that, Lexi? How do you feel about the heat? She says it's making her extremely tired and fatigued, but she's happy that Zoe's taking care of her fawn while she can rest. Because for someone like her, it's hard to keep up with an ADHD fawn, mainly because I fed her all those cookies while she was pregnant. But I have to say, Luca's been working out of that pretty good. He's befriended Wheezy, and well, since they're friends, Lexi doesn't really need to take care of him as much. And I hope to see him be a leader in the herd someday. That's what I wish. But I have to say, this heat has been pretty brutal. I mean, it's been pretty dry, and there's not a whole lot of water in the woods. As I mentioned before, like, there's not a whole lot of plants that, like, retain enough water to keep the deer hydrated, so I'm doing the best I can to supplement with water and tomatoes where I can. But overall, it hasn't been the greatest as far as summer conditions go, but it hasn't been the worst, and I look forward to possibly growing them their own tomatoes when the time comes. I'm sure Lexi would like that. Would you like a tomato plant? She said yes she would, but she doesn't know how it would work with all the thorn bushes in the way. That's the problem. We got a lot of dead trees and thorn bushes that are overgrown, and we need to work on trimming them up a bit, so that could take a while. It might take years, but I guarantee you one day we'll have a tomato plant in the woods. But as far as the heat's concerned, it's not terribly bad. I mean, she hasn't seen the day when it was 99 and the heat index was 120 degrees and I died instantly. So, as far as like hot days in the woods, this is pretty normal, I think. But overall, she's enjoying it the best she can. I mean, I guess the one benefit she gets out of it is spending time with me, because I always check up on her, and it helps us bond. So this wasn't necessarily a review, it's more just talking about the weather, but still, I like to know what she thinks about it. Yeah, so I'm gonna lay down for a second, but it's nice to know her take on things. Yeah, it is. Well, I'm John Deere. This is Lexi, and we wish you all to have a hoop-filled day, and thank you for watching. But before we go, we have to remind you, during these hot days, it's important to check on your elderly neighbors, your pets, and any woodland creatures like Lexi. You see a deer that's suffering dehydration, make sure you leave it water. Leave a tomato out for it or something, and over time, it may become your friend. So that's all we got to say. And we wish you to have a hoop-filled day. And we'll catch you next time. Bye, everyone.